Hey guys! In this video I'm going to be talking about sulfates and why they're bad for curly hair, so if you're interested in knowing more, keep watching. If you're new here, which you probably are since this is a new channel, my name is Misha and welcome to Embracing Curly. This is my channel where I'm going to be helping you with curly hair education in general, product reviews, anything hair related, and I'm also going to be documenting my own personal curly hair journey. If that sounds like something that you're interested in, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that we can hang out later. How long ago did you go sulfate free if you did? And if you haven't, are you considering doing it? Are you still using whatever's in your bathroom at the moment? Leave your answers in the comments down below because I really love to hear from you. I'm sure you've heard the terms sulfates and surfactants used interchangeably. You might have thought that they're two different things, but they're actually not. A sulfate is a surfactant, which is an aggressive detergent. It's found in shampoo, toothpaste, household detergents like dish and laundry soap, and these are the cause of the lathering effect when we're shampooing our hair, and we all associate that with being clean. So a lot of us out there do still use shampoos that have sulfates in them because it gives a really good lather. Why would this be a bad thing for curly girls? Well, if you didn't already know, let me fill you in on a little secret about curly hair. It's actually a lot drier than other hair textures just because it takes longer for the sebum, which is the oils that our scalp naturally produces, to travel all the way down a curly hair strand versus somebody that has a straighter texture. Think about it. The straightest distance between a point is a straight line. If you think about a straight piece of hair, the oil is going to travel straight down. There's no bumps, no curves, no turns. Somebody that has curly hair, the oil has to travel around the strand down like so. It's going to take it a lot longer. And the problem with that is we're stripping our hair of the natural oils before they're able to reach all the way down the hair shaft. Girls need all the help they can get, and sulfates strip away too much of the natural oils, which can lead to dryness and breakage of the hair. Sulfates also have the ability to lift the cuticle of the hair strand. Cuticle is actually the outer layer of your hair, layer that protects what's on the inside. And if the sulfate lifts that cuticle, it's going to weaken the hair strand, and that will possibly lead to more breakage, frizz, more moisture being absorbed. And you would probably think that it's just going to fall right back out, but it sits in there, and that means it could take your hair double the time to dry, and that's not good if you're somebody that has really thick curly hair that already takes forever. I wouldn't risk using a shampoo that has sulfates in it just to prevent that from happening. You already know how long it takes. For those of you who air dry and have thick curly hair, my hair is not as thick as what it used to be. Before I knew what diffusing was, I was a strictly air dry girl. It would take me all day. If I put my hair up and it was wet or a little bit damp, forget it. Does sulfate free mean that your hair is not going to get as clean? Well, the short answer is no. There are milder sulfates such as these right here. Go ahead and screenshot this list. They will clean the hair as good as sulfate shampoo, but without stripping away too much moisture from your already dry prone curls. If you just can't bring yourself to go completely sulfate free, then it's important to know the difference between what good sulfates are and bad ones. And I will put them right here. Here are some rules of thumb to think about. If your hair is color treated, then definitely recommend staying away from sulfate. They will strip some of that color out of your hair. Even if it is a shampoo that is labeled as color safe, if it has sulfates in it, it will strip out some of that color. I promise you. And essentially, you know, if you're going to the salon and you're spending all that money on getting a professional hair service done, and you go home and you use either a cheap shampoo or one that has the sulfates in it, you're washing all that money right down the drain. So number 2, type 4 curlies are more prone to dryness and damage because their curls are a Z-shaped coil, making it even harder for sebum to travel. Everywhere there's a bend in that that Z shape is going to be a weak spot in the hair because of that. They are more prone to breakage. Number 3, swimmers can benefit from sulfate-free shampoo since they have to wash their hair more often to get the chlorine out of their hair. Using one that doesn't contain any sulfates is going to clean your hair just as well, and it's going to be a lot milder. It's already bad enough you're having to wash your hair as often as it is, so you don't want something that's going to be too harsh. I would pair a non-sulfate shampoo with a clarifying if you're a swimmer, maybe about once a week depending on how often you are swimming, and that should be good. You'll be ready to do laps while maintaining healthy curly hair. Number 4, if you're somebody that is very active, you work out, you go to the gym, you sweat a lot, you'll benefit from a sulfate-free shampoo because it will remove the excess salt that's in your sweat. And finally, number 5, if you're just absolutely not interested in bothering with trying to find a sulfate-free shampoo, you don't care to, then maybe you can try a co-wash because that will keep moisture in. It won't be as stripping. If you're not sure what co-washing is, I will go over that in another video. It's important for me to mention that just because a product is labeled sulfate-free doesn't always mean that it's 100% sulfate-free. Now you're faced with the question, do I go sulfate-free or do I not? As a professional and a fellow curly girl myself, I definitely would not recommend using sulfates on your curly hair. I went sulfate-free about roughly 6 years ago because I wanted to experiment with using cleansing conditioners, and I rode that train a good few years. Like, I used nothing but cleansing conditioners, and I actually did an experiment on myself, and I had put in some Fire Engine Red in my hair, and I used a shampoo that was color safe, and my color faded within a few months time. Now I retouched that color and I was using the cleansing conditioners. I wanted to see how long it was gonna last, and that red probably stayed in my hair for a good 5 months before it started fading out and turning of like a burnt orange color. That sold me right there. I knew from that point on that the shampoos that I was using was stripping my hair. I'd honestly love to see everybody go sulfate free in the sense of just staying away from those top that are really bad, especially if you are going to continue to use them. If you're interested in more information on the chemistry of sulfates and surfactants, then check out the link in the description below. If you got any value out of this video, I don't know if you did, then give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it, and it will let me know that you want to see more content from me. I'm excited to share more content. I have a lot of things that I'm working on, that I'm planning on. I have a video that I'm working on where I actually had an incident that I bought a shampoo and conditioner that was labeled to have protein. I was wanting to do protein treatments in my hair because I hadn't been doing it since I put the bleach in my hair, which that's one of the contributors to my hair being so damaged. And it had isopropyl. It had rubbing alcohol in it. I'll just say that. So look out for that video soon. My hair update videos I'm gonna do on Texture Tuesdays. That's an easy way for me to remember when to do it. Keep an eye out for those vlogs. It's more so for me to be documenting more on the condition of my hair, what I'm putting in it. Being a new YouTuber, there's a lot to learn, so please bear with me while I get it all figured out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Until next time, make good choices out there, be a positive thinker, and keep those curls popping. Bye. Alright, if that sounds like something if that says something, how long ago did you go sulfate free? I can't seem to say that. Sulfate free. No. Starts with your scalp. Oh my god. That was way off topic. That's why we need as much moisture as that's why we need as much You'll be ready to do laps while maintaining curly hair. There are milder. Why can't I talk? Okay. There are milder sulfates out there, such as these. Such as these. So there are milder. They're made up of sulfur. And stay tuned.